Hey, what's going on? It's Sai here. So in this video, I want to share with you how you can generate more traffic and lead using the power of SEO, search engine optimization. But before that, I want to share with you my story, right? So it's like 10 years ago, I was a real estate agent. I was a realtor. And by then, I was totally new to marketing. I was new to sales. So I didn't know how to generate leads. I didn't know how to make a sale. So all I did was I standing on the street, right? I giving away flyers, and sometimes I would try to knock on people's door. I would ring their bells, or sometimes I would do some cold calling or cold messaging, things like that. But guess what? Yeah, it's really hard for me to generate leads. So I remember sometimes it's pretty hot, but I still have to stand on the street and try to generate leads. And guess what? It's really frustrating. It's really hard. So sometimes I get luck. I can get some people get interested. Hey, I want to buy a house. But guess what? Yeah, eventually they never show up or they never buy anything. So I was like, oh, I'm so tired. So I eventually quit, right? So I stopped doing that after a few months of a trial and error. But guess what? Yeah, after a few months, I got a phone call. So they say, hey, are you Nick? I'm saying, yeah, who you are? He's like, oh, can you help me sell my house? And that was like, but I'm no longer a realtor. He said, well, but I saw your website. I said, what? My website? Yeah, so that guy saw my website, and that website is actually a blog like I created just for my personal use. So I use that as a notebook because by then I tried to learn about real estate, and there's so many things, so I cannot remember so much detail. So I try to create a blog as my personal notebook, and I have some personal information on there, right? So I write down everything I know about or I learn about like real estate, like how to buy a house, how to invest the house. And that guy in my local place saw my blog, they saw my content, and they really like it, so they reached out to me, right? So that's not only happened once, right? So then after a few weeks, it happens again. I get more and more phone calls, and sometimes I got emails reaching out to me, ask me to either sell them a house or recommend them a house to buy. And that's the first time I realized the power of internet. And also that's the reason I try to dive in internet marketing, because I realized there's a power. And that's how I started my online business, right? So what is SEO, right? So SEO is a process of improving your site quality so that you can rank better on the search engine like Google, like Bing, like Yahoo, right? So if you can apply SEO to your site, you can get more traffic, you can get ranked higher, and you can get more high quality leads to your business. Right, so here's my results, right? So I do SEO for many sites, and also many of them are my own website, right? So those are the results. As you can see, I paid zero to ad, right? I didn't spend a dime on advertising on those websites, and I get so much traffic, especially if you know that traffic on Google is really expensive. Sometimes it will cost you maybe $1, sometimes $2 per click, right? So if you can get so much clicks for free, it's really well worth it. So if your niche is really competitive but no one is using SEO, then that's a chance you should take advantage of SEO so that you can get so much traffic without paying for ads, right? So there are some pros and cons of SEO. So the first pros is SEO can bring you more traffic from Google, from Bing, from Yahoo, right? So you don't have to pay for ad. And if your competition is low, as long as you get ranked, you don't really have to pay a lot to maintain your position. You can spend the money to rank other more competitive keywords. So SEO is actually help you building an asset if you can do it right. And also it can bring you more high quality leads and traffic to your site, right? So when people are clicking on paid ad, they know it's ad, right? So they don't trust that link that much. But if you are showing as an organic search result, guess what? Yeah, at least they trust it more. And that's the reason why SEO can position your brand or yourself as the go-to option as the go-to experts. So that's the reason why you should do SEO. Now, there are some cons of SEO, right? So the first one, SEO is a long-term investment. So you cannot expect this, okay, I do SEO today and I get ranked tomorrow. It's almost impossible, right? Unless you are targeting a really non-competitive keyword, like no one is trying to rank on the keyword, right? Then maybe you can show up after a few days, but most of the time you'd have to wait for maybe months or sometimes half years to see the result. So sometimes you have to pay patient to see the result. And also the algorithm is changing all the time. So you have to keep on updating your website, right? So it's not like, okay, I pay for SEO once and it get ranked forever. You still have to pay a little to maintain the website, to update maybe the website structure. Maybe you want to change the content a little bit, right? And also it's hard to scale, right? So what do I mean by that? So, for example, if you try to scale like a Facebook ad or try to scale a Google ad, all you need to do is adding more keywords or adding more campaign. But if you want to scale SEO, then you have to redo SEO for those new keywords. So it's not as easy to scale. So you want to make sure you try to rank those long-term and evergreen keywords. Try not to rank keyword that is short-term, like an event happening next month. Then that's not worth it for you to rank that keyword, right? So is SEO right for you? We have to keep in mind that SEO is not for every business, right? So there's some mistake people are making is that, oh, we want to do SEO for my company, but actually their user, their audience is not searching on Google for their problem, right? So the first question you want to ask is your target audience are using Google, using Bing, using Yahoo, using those search engine to solve their problem? If yes, then SEO can be considered. And also another question is how competitive are the keywords you are trying to target, right? For example, if you try to target keywords like how to lose weight, it's actually really competitive. So if you try to rank that keyword, you have to spend lots of money and you may even not get page 2, right? So it's really hard for you to get ranked on those highly competitive keywords. And also, can you wait for a month to see the result, right? So sometimes if you are trying to target for event is happening tomorrow, then don't go for SEO because you cannot make it. For a keyword to get ranked, it normally takes months, right? And also, can you convert your traffic into leads and sales, right? So before you buying any traffic, before you're doing all the strategy, you want to have a funnel in process. You need a selling process that is working, right? So that no matter how much traffic you drive, you can make money from that. So you don't spend lots of money on traffic and you get no sale, right? So that's the key things to consider before you do SEO. So if you do think, okay, SEO is for you, then there's two major parts you have to do in SEO. The first one is on-site. Another one is off-site. So what are they? So on-site means anything you do on your website, right? So the first thing is content, right? So which means the title, the tag, the description, the heading, the internal linking. So it's all about your content must be relevant to the keyword you are trying to rank, right? So if you try to rank for keyword how to lose weight, for example, then you cannot type anything like how to make money online because it's not relevant. So you always want to make sure your content is relevant and it's not image, it's words, right? So you must have how to lose weight on your title, on your tag, on your description, on your content. That's how you can make your content relevant to your keyword. Another one is quality. So you want to make sure you can create some long article. So long article can rank better than short articles. And also retention rate is really important. So how long people will stay on your page? So one trick you can try is you can embed a video on your page. So people will pay more time to watch the video and they will stay longer on your page. And also the bounce rate, which means if they click on other links on your website or they just leave or they click on maybe the back button to another site, right? So you want to make sure they can stay not only on your page, but also they can stay on your site as long as possible. And also website quality, which means your website structure or website speed, or if your website is mobile friendly. So if you can optimize your website speed, like make it really speedy and make your website really mobile friendly, you can get ranked better. And also domain names matter. So if you try to rank like for keywords like keto diet, then having a keto or having a diet in your domain can help you rank better. But make sure don't use exact match domain, right? So if you try to target like keyword like how to lose weight and you register a domain like howtoloseweight.com, guess what? Yeah, Google will punish you because they think you are cheating, right? So even though domain can help you get ranked, but don't use exact match domain, right? So that's a tips for that. So besides on-site SEO, there are also off-site SEO. So off-site SEO is all about backlinking, which means you want to build links from other sites linking towards your site. So how do we do about that? The first one is we want to build massive high quality backlinks to your site. So the keyword here is high quality. So we don't want to spam links, right? We want to build high quality links from those legit websites. So the links must be from a relevant site. So if your site is about online business, but you try to build links from like parenting sites, then it won't help you with SEO, right? Because Google will see how relevant your website and those links are to determine if those links can benefit you with the ranking. Another one is your link profile must look natural to Google. So Google will see if your link like is really like you do SEO in a legit way, or you try to spam, right? And Google can detect spam easily. Their algorithm is really smart. So that's the reason why I say don't spam, right? So here are some ways you can do to build backlinks. The first one is links from your other sites, right? As long as you have two sites, then that's great news, right? As long as they are in the same niche, you can just link each other, right? And that can help each other grow and get ranked higher. Another one is guest posts, which means you can reach out to other people, maybe other bloggers, other influencers. You can say, hey, can I either pay you or I can just post on your site, and maybe in return you can post on my site. So you can reach out to those influencers and you can negotiate a deal to post on their site. Another one is press release, which means you can announce a press release. And if those journalists, they like your content, they will feature you on the news. And so those news links are really precious, right? And also you get some links from press release as well, and also social media links, right? So if you have like Facebook profile or like LinkedIn profile or Twitter profile, make sure you have a link linking to your site, so that can help you with your SEO as well. Also forum links, which means you can go to some online communities and you can post some great content there, or you can reply to other people's questions. And if it's relevant, then you can link back to your site. But be sure the link must be relevant, or you may get punished or you may get banned from those communities. So be sure don't spam. And the last one is PBN. Now PBN is actually not legit, it's black hat. Google hate PBN. So what is PBN? PBN stands for private block network. So there are some people, they will build lots of blogs, not for the content, not for posting content, but to sell links, right? And Google hates that. And the reason why I want to mention that there is because I want you to be aware of this black hat method, because there are so many unlegit like agencies, they try to use this method so that you can see a quick result. But in the long term, it will damage your website ranking. So be sure don't do PBN. So the reason why I mentioned there is because I want you to be aware of this one. So as you can see, I follow just the framework I just mentioned, and I get so much traffic from SEO. So if you can apply SEO for your business, it can help you get so much traffic organically without paying for ads. Now, there's only one issue with SEO. So as you can see, SEO is actually really complicated. There's so much detail, right? So as you can see, it's really hard for a newbie to get it right in the first place. So actually, it takes me years to master the art of SEO. But if you want to do SEO, you don't have to figure out everything yourself, because here's the great news. My team can actually do it for you. So if you want to work with my team, or you get interest to get it ranked on top of Google, you can go to seo.nickcai.com and to learn more about our SEO service, and you can book a call with us, or you can try to do it yourself. There's no problem. But if you want to save all the frustration, then you can go to seo.nickcai.com to book a call with us. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you soon in the next one.